Are you feeling like there's nothing special in you that you can show to the world? Do you feel like what you want to do has already done by so many other people, so why bother doing it yourself? And are you feeling like no one wants to hear what you have to say because you are not worthy of it? Well, you're not alone. I've felt the same way for most of my life and was so afraid to put myself out there because I think no one would find it valuable. But I was wrong in so many ways. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you why you're worthy and valuable of everything you do and say, and don't ever be afraid to show your talent to the world ever again. First, I'm gonna talk about why we have this fear of hiding ourselves and what is true about everyone, that we have our unique gifts and everyone's voice is valuable. Then I'm gonna give you some practical tips on how to find your talent and not afraid to speak it out loud ever again. Hi everyone, I'm Yang. I help you quiet your overthinking, find your inner peace, trust your intuition to align within so you can expand what you thought possible. For years, I had wanted to start a YouTube channel, but I was constantly searching for more ideas for what to film, more proof for what I'm gonna say is valuable, and more permission to know that I can actually do it. I told myself the same line. Someone's already doing this, someone smarter, someone more qualified, someone more experienced. No one will want to hear it from me. They can listen to other people who have said the same thing before. And maybe you're thinking the same way about your talent, your voice, your dream. They sound legit and reasonable. Like we have to make sure people want to hear and watch us first before we put ourselves out there. But I was so far away from the truth. By not starting, I was protecting myself from failure, my own fear and discomfort, but I was stealing from the people who needed to hear things exactly the way I would say them. And this is absolutely true for you too, because I've learned that sometimes it takes that one person, you, expressing an idea in your unique voice at the right time, in the right place, for it to actually make a difference in someone's life. And you are that person for somebody. It may be the same message, but 1,000 different people will have a different impact on another 1,000 different people who hear it. And without first putting yourself out there, how do you know if people want to hear it from you? How do you know if they like your talent? How do you know if your ideas are resonating with people? How do you make the impact you can make? So let's talk about why we hide, why that's doing more damage than you realize, and how to finally share what you were born to give. Let me tell you a story we can all relate to. Remember when your mom could tell you to eat vegetables? Finish your broccoli, it is good for you, you need vitamins. You would roll your eyes, push it around your plate, maybe hide it in your napkin. And then one day, in health class, your teacher shows a video about nutrition and says vegetables contain vitamins that help your body and brain function better. Suddenly, you're nodding along, agreeing, and showing genuine interest. You go home that night and actually eat your vegetables. But the same message carried by different people can have different impacts on you. And that's the trap most people fall into. You compare your unstarted dream to someone else's finished product. You see the best-selling offer and think, well, the book's already written. You see the successful YouTuber and think the channel already exists. So you conclude that you are too late, not good enough, nothing special. But you are asking the wrong question. It's not, has this been done before? Of course it has. Nearly everything has done in some form before. The real question is there someone who needs to hear this from me specifically? And the answer is always yes, because messenger matters as much as the message, because timing is everything, because your particular blend of experience, personality, and perspective creates a delivery that no one else can replicate, and someone out there is waiting for the exact combination. Here's something I had to accept. Nothing I create will be completely original. The topics I talk about, others have covered them. The advice I give, you can find variations of it everywhere. Every idea I have stands on the shoulders of ideas that came before me. But what nobody else has is my particular combination of experiences, failures, breakthroughs, and ways of explaining things. And that changes everything. Because we're not living on a planet with one type of person who needs one type of message delivered one type of way. We're living among nearly 8 billion people, each wired differently, struggling with different things, ready to hear messages at different times from different voices. If your blog was trying to come through you, it's not like someone else will deliver it. It is just gone, it is lost, and every individual matters and has a role to play. You are not a redundancy. You are not a plan B. The universe, the God, whatever makes sense to you, didn't accidentally make too many people. Your exact cocktail of gifts, perspectives, and experiences is a one-time occurrence. So it's not your job to sit around evaluating whether you are talented enough or original enough. Your job is simple. Keep the channel open. Don't block what wants to flow through you. Because when you have something stirring inside you and you suppress it out of fear or comparison, you are not just hurting yourself, you are denying help to people who need exactly what you have to offer. Not what the expert has, not what the celebrity has, what you have. The world doesn't need another copy of them. It needs the first and the only version of you. When you keep your gift hidden, you are not just being modest or cautious. You are taking something away from people who need it. Maybe it's someone you will never meet, a person out there searching for the exact thing you'd create, the kind of books you want to write, the story that would help them feel less alone, the art you want to create, the product that would solve their specific problem. They're looking for it, and it doesn't exist because you haven't built it yet. Or maybe it's the person right in front of you. When you're not living aligned with what you're meant to express, you show up differently, less present, less vibrant. Your kids, your friends, your partner, they don't get the best version of you. They get the version that's carrying around all this unexpressed potential like death rate. Sometimes what you're withholding affects people who aren't even born yet. If you're supposed to be the one who breaks a family pattern, who says this stops here, and you don't, that pattern continues. So the healing you were meant to do doesn't happen. And meanwhile, all the suppressed creativity and passion doesn't just disappear. It festers. It turns into resentment, exhaustion, numbness. You wake up one day wondering why you feel so disconnected from life, not realizing you disconnected from yourself first. If you bring forth what's within you, what you bring forth will save you. If you do not bring forth what's within you, what you do not bring forth will destroy you. So take a minute and think about the things that have genuinely helped you in life. Songs that understood you, books that changed you, people who showed up and created something that ended up mattering to you. Teachers, artists, entrepreneurs, writer, whoever. Where would you be if they had decided they weren't special enough to share their work? Sure, all their works have been done before, but all the works are different in their own personal way. That's what you're doing to someone else right now. Somewhere out there, there's a person waiting for what only you can give. Don't make them wait forever. And now let me be clear. Your gifts don't have to be grand in scale or epic in their reach. All contributions are necessary and valuable. Right now, your gift may be the nourishing meals you cook for your friends and family, the compassion you bring to tough conversations. Your gifts may involve painting, writing, teaching, coaching, researching, designing, or showing respect and caring to every person you meet, from your family member to a stranger on the street. Your gift may be the way your garden inspires hope and wonder in your neighborhood. You likely have many gifts, but whatever they are, no matter how small they are yours to give, and the world needs them. So how do we move from hiding to showing up? Let me give you 3 simple steps. Step 1, reconnect with your inner knowing. You felt it since you were a child. That sense that there's something special inside you, something you're meant to express, something you used to draw for hours, or make up stories, or had big dreams about what you'd do when you grew up. That was your life force trying to show you something. But somewhere along the way, fear crept in. Or people told you to be realistic. Or you started comparing yourself to others and decided you weren't good enough. So you buried it. Now it's time to dig it back up. Take time away from all the noises, social medias, other people's opinions, the constant comparison. Sit with yourself and ask, what keeps calling to me? What idea or passion won't leave me alone? What feels like it's trying to come through me? Talk to your inner child, the one who wasn't afraid yet. Ask them what they wanted to create, what made them come alive, and then tell them you don't have to hide anymore. The world needs to see what you have. If you need help with this reconnection process, I actually have videos on stopping overthinking and reconnecting with your inner voice. I'll link them in the description because this step is foundational. You can share what you haven't first reconnected first. And step 2, get clear on your purpose. This doesn't have to be some grand mission statement. It's simpler than that. Ask yourself, who am I? What do I actually do well? What am I passionate about? What problems do I understand deeply because I lived through them? How can I help other people? What transformation or change can I help create in their lives? Life's meaning always comes from what you can contribute to others, not from what you can take or achieve for yourself, but from what you can give. When you understand what you're here to offer, even if it's just one person, everything becomes clearer. Write this down. Get specific, like I help people who struggle with X by doing Y. The clearer you are on this, the easier it becomes to show up. Because you are not only showing up for yourself anymore, you are also showing up for other people. And step 3, stop judging and start creating. This is crucial. It is not your job to determine whether your work is good enough. It is not your business to obsess over how it compares to what others have done. It is not your assignment. Your only job is to keep the channel open, keep the energy flowing, to show up and create and share, even when it feels imperfect, especially when it feels imperfect. So start before you feel ready, because you will never feel completely ready. Start messy, start rough, and start knowing full well that the version 1.0 of whatever you create won't be your best work. But your version of 1.0 is infinitely more valuable to the world than your version 0.0. 0 is what the world gets if you never begin. 1 is something. Something is better than nothing. And you can get to the version 2.0 or 3.0, the versions where you've improved and refined without first doing version 1.0. And sometimes the 1.0 version of you can resonate more with people than the version 2.0 with you because you're closer to them. So give yourself permission to be a beginner, to be imperfect, to learn as you go. And step 4, remember what's actually at stake. You are born with an innate power to create change in your own life and in the lives of others. It is not something you need to earn or buy or wait for. You have right now. When you don't use this power, when you let fear or comparison keep you small, you are not just hurting yourself. You are denying the world something irreplaceable. So when doubt creeps in, when you start to talk yourself out of it, remind yourself this truth. Someone out there needs exactly what I have to offer, delivered exactly the way I can deliver it, not by the experts or the credentials, but delivered by this beginner me with my specific voice, perspective, and timing. The world needs that special gift that only you have. And deep down, you already know that it is true. So I started this channel even though thousands of people talk about personal growth. And I still have people telling me I've changed their lives and ask me to not stop posting content. I'm so grateful for those comments, and every time I get them, I just know that even if just one person watched my video, it is gonna be worth it. What's more rewarding than changing people's life? That wouldn't have happened if I had let fear win. You are here for a reason, uncovering, developing, and sharing your gifts. That's the reason any of us are here, to create and contribute to one another. So please don't block what wants to come through you, because if you do, it will never exist through another medium, and it will be lost. Don't steal it from other people who need you. Don't let your gift sour inside you. Bring forth what is within you, and what you bring forth will save you. And to help you with that, I have recorded a meditation to help surrender your fear, reconnect with your inner knowing, and make the first move to show your talent. You can check it out here. Thanks for watching. Now go give the world what only you can give. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.